good, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for the interview, man. Thank you so much for always been a help for my team, man, and support, bro.
Thank you. How's your son, by the way?
Everything's going well. David Benavidez is good. Tested negative yesterday. Going back to Seattle, super excited, super happy, man. And I'm here at the biggest stage right now with Manny Pacquiao versus Ugas. I have Jose Valenzuela fighting on the undercard there. He'll be the opening for Fox Sports, and super excited, man, to finally develop another fighter, and super excited to see what happens Saturday.
When you got the call that he was going to be in the undercard of Manny Pacquiao event, how do you feel about that?
Oh man, it's a great feeling. Imagine you getting a call, any trainer, getting a call that, hey, listen, would you like to fight on the undercard of Manny Pacquiao? It doesn't matter if you're going to be televised or not, just being here,
Yeah.
in the same atmosphere and the same venue of Manny Pacquiao. We're super excited, like I said, and that motivates us to even stay more humble and keep working hard, because opportunities come every day.
Yeah, man, it's also to take advantage of the media being here. When Manny Pacquiao fights, there's a lot of media, so it's also taking advantage to self-promote yourself.
Exactly, because if you're fighting here, not anybody can just fight here. You have to done something before in order to fight in this big card. So, like you said, the media, man, it's a lot for every fighter and trainer too. Because at the end of the day, now these days they're recognizing trainers. They're giving them Trainers of the Year and rewards and awards. Like belts with the WBC and all that. So I think that's very important. It motivates the trainer. And at the end of the day, man, it feels really good.
Now, I'm not going to ask the rhetorical question, who your son is going to fight next, Charlo, Plan. You've been answering that question. Even in the boxing voice, I was in the panel when they try to call Steel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to. So y'all was chopping it up there. I was in the panel that day. That was funny. But at this point, it's more about David Benavidez. Now people need to call David Benavidez. He already done all the call-outs. He's just not going to keep on.
Yeah, exactly, man. To be honest with you, man, we fight anybody, man. It doesn't matter, if they're prospects or whatever, whoever, as long as the TV accepts them or whatever, we give everybody a chance. We're not here to pick anybody. We'd rather get the bigger fights, the more dangerous fights, in order for us to be recognized and make history in the sport of boxing. But at the end of the day, man, everybody deserves a chance, man. If there's the Berlangas, there's the other guys that are coming up or whatever. If they want to fight, we'll make those fights happen. We don't choose fighters. We just want to make history, and that's all we want. In order to do that, we got to beat the undefeated fighters.
That's what I'm talking about. A lot of people is forced to move up. A lot of fighters in the history, like Paul Williams, they be forced to move up. Do you think that your son will have to be forced to move up?
Right now, we feel comfortable at 168. We want to take all those belts at 168. Pretty soon, CANELO have all those belts, and hopefully he can fight for those belts. He has to fight David. Everybody wants to see that fight with CANELO. So it's a matter of time, just waiting, staying relaxed and patient, and keep working hard. And I think that's going to happen. If CANELO goes up to 175, we're still going to fight for those belts. And David's only 24 years old, and maybe we'll go up to 175 and meet him over there too. So
is it because that people rather see David Benavidez and your son? I mean, David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez. Not because he's just in 168, because he's just one of the few names that bring a threat to Canelo. Plan is not the threatening type of fighter. In 160, Bubo Andrade is not known for knockouts, or Charlo's on 160. But your son is the only one that people talk about, other than 175. But he's the only one in 168 that brings that aura of the potential Canelo Alvarez getting knocked down.
And the reason because of that, I think, because David, everybody knows David. He comes forward, he comes to war, he comes to get knocked out or knock people out. And that's what people like. They want to see exciting fights, and they want to see people that are going to give them worth their tickets, and make it into an exciting fight. They don't want to see people running around and box and, trying to survive or just come and collect a check, They know whoever we fight, we're going to make it into a war. We're coming forward, And I mean, if it gets complicated a little bit, then we start boxing a little bit and being more intelligent. But still, we're going to put the pressure and we're going to move it around a little bit. It has to be pressure with still throwing punches, not just running around.
And it's funny, they should get your son now because he's not even in his prime yet.
He's 24 years old, and And right now, I feel super happy and like, wow, I can't even believe the attention we get. He's only 24 years old, man, and now I'm mentioning him with those big names and people wanting him to fight. It's exciting, man, and it feels great, and it feels that we've been doing a good work behind all that, but he hasn't even matured, 100%, and he hasn't get his men's strength, So imagine, I think like in about a year or two, he's going to be more dangerous, man. So if somebody has a chance, it's now. 2-3 years later, man, he's going to take over.
That's the scary part, man. But thank you. It's great that your son is healthy now, tested negative. So we can't wait to see him back in the ring.
And thank you so much. Thank you to all your supporters, man. Thank you so much, and everybody, all the fans. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.